Lady Sue. Oh. So I've just had the aircon turned on, so if you get a bit icy, I see the heads dropping. So stay with us for the last section. It's not going to be too long, but I do, you know, when the company, one of the things that we think we need to do, if we can turn that projector off, that'd be great.
Oh, do you want it off now?
All I know that I've never been with a company that at the end of the month, immediately they announce a campaign. So one of the things in our back office that we always want to go to the campaigns in our back office and see what they're running this month. Because it's all about promotion. Those who promote the most will build the biggest teams. Those who get the most out in a room like this and let the likes of Steve Morley speak to you and Jose speak to you, you don't have to be, you just got to get the bums. I was always told those who put the most bums on seats will have the biggest dreams. That's the value we put on it. And so understanding what the campaigns are this month, it's very easy. You can go to the back office, you can see that they're running a promo for this month. If you purchase some balance test kits, you qualify for 200% ECB for January. If you don't have the financial position to do that, you can go and become active. Go build our businesses and put 10 action points in. And action points are awarded whether you attract a customer or have a new partner based on what they invest in their enrollment kits. So there's two ways we can qualify. But that's just like a promotion. That's just like an announcement. But unless you know the power of that, and as a team work together, because the biggest thing that we need right now in United Kingdom is team momentum. Not people doing their own thing, but team focus. I mean, really, January the 11th is the next event here. January the 11th, you may want to write that down. The link will go live Monday, so you'll be able to register your ticket. And then, so you can plan ahead, because I know it's all about planning. Success is a planned event. February the 8th is the next one after that. So, January the 11th, February the 8th, and then if we all commit to bring, I know some of us do for this time, but just because some of us may or may not hit our goal this time, does it mean we do not set the goal again? We set the goal again. And we go again. So January, set the goal at least to be here and bring one. We'll fill the room. January, we'd do the same thing. We'll bring, so by January, February, you've only brought 2 new people, but we could have 150 people in the room. But that's accountability to the team. I remember when I built my business in the Amway business, I knew Barry Joy, my sponsor, was coming over, putting money of his own money onto a plane ticket, leaving his family, and I had to put people in front, not because he told me to, it's because I felt accountable to. So when we drove to Bristol the other night, you know, we drove to Bristol in the pouring rain, and we're sitting there, and we were there a couple of hours early because we wanted to build a relationship with a new partner. And then we went into their studio. There was 12 guests there, and then it's 9 o'clock, and we're heading back to. I've got to go via Bristol to Camberley, back down to Worthing. I'm a single dad with an 8-year-old. I could have chosen to stay at home. Guess why I hit the road? Because of my 8-year-old. Yes? I let my very excuses, that could be my reason. So get your family involved with your goal setting. As Orien's talking about, what's your goal for this year? What is it for 2020? So knowing the campaigns is one thing. Learn, and by the way, it took me 4 hours to get home from Bristol because they shut the M4 twice. Right? And we could have sat there going, oh my Lord, oh the shut it. No, we were laughing. And then Sue was going, I just feel really guilty because you're going to be home late. And I went, yeah, you should be guilty. No, I didn't. I didn't. Okay? It's because there's times and places we should say and not say things. Not that they're not important, but it's where we say them can have a dramatic impact. Oh, it's hot in here. Guess what you know? Now you've set a ripple. Oh, it's hot in here. Yes? We're human-natured. So I've learned that if it doesn't impact that individual in a positive sense right now, I hold it, then I take it to someone who can answer it for me, then I go back with a solution. Rather than airing everything and going, oh, now I feel better, but I've contaminated everybody. In the old days, Steve, they used to call that stop throwing up over your downline. Go up to get the solution and come back down with the solution. Does that make sense? Because we have to be the thermostat. So talking about the heat in the room. we have to be the thermostat, not the thermometer. You know, the thermometer goes up and down based on outside conditions. The thermostat, you set it. You set your own mindset. So what's your mindset for December? December, we have the campaign of earning 200% ECB for January. So what we do this in the remainder of this month is important. Because January's going to come and all your volume in January has two options. One, you're going to be paid at the normal percentage, or you can be paid at 200% based on what we do now. So the easiest way to qualify is go buy yourself some blood tests. And go give them away. Talk to people. Say, hey, I actually got a lady who's a top personal trainer. She's very nutritional. Sue and I have been talking to her for a while now. Wants nothing to do with the business. And then the other day I just said, look, you're a challenge to me. She said, what do you mean? I said, you told me you eat healthy and you're green and everything else, and I've approached you about becoming a customer with me and maybe joining the business, and you say no one's going to want to do this, blah, blah, blah. But I said, you know what? Now you've challenged me. You told me you eat green, you've been green for many years. I said, you know what? I'll even pay for your test. On the basis, if you are out of balance, you become a preferred customer. I've got a message back going, I will take the test, I'll accept your challenge, and not only will I be a customer, if I'm out of balance, I will promote it to my clients. Is it worth investing in one of those for the potential? You know, that's what you can do. You're going to get 6 of these in the pack. So maybe identify 6 people, go challenge them in December. What if you got 6 new customers? So that's the first way of doing it. But so let's say you're qualified. Let me show you the benefit of qualifying for ECB. Now we all.
Something. Sorry, because I could see that lady, because I'm in kind of same position, because nutrition is such a confusing topic nowadays, and it's, you know, going with a one product.
Have you taken the test?
No.
I know you're training. So by the way, this lady, don't know her. What's your name? May you have your name again?
Marifa.
Marifa. Well, that's good, isn't it? That's nice. Excuse me, Marifa. No, but here's Marifa from Estonia. Kenny came to me in the back of the room, so there's a lady at the front. She doesn't. She's not with anyone, and so we come down and we establish. You've got to ask questions. You know, the natural thing for me to have done is gone. She's not with anyone. How do I get her? Yes. Rather than going, let me ask some questions. So from Estonia, where from Estonia? Who told you in Estonia? Okay, what you need to do is go back to that lady in Estonia, right? Why? Wouldn't you want someone, if you sent someone, Dave, in Estonia to a meeting, that someone had the integrity to invite them back to you?
100%.
Standards, right? But what you need to give me is your lady's name, and I'm going to tell her to challenge you just to take the test.
Yes, I'm going to do the test, but my question was about my future customers, because I'm in medical industry. And my friends would ask that, Marifa, you don't convince me with this, because we know that healthy living is about balance. Rainbow food, know where your food comes from. You are what you eat. No, you are what you absorb. You know, it's a how would
You're absolutely right.
How would I, an expert, how would I talk to my doctor friend about this? They will laugh at me. So Marifa, come on.
Well, you know, people don't laugh.
Well, it was an exaggeration.
And I know you're hyping it up.
Yeah.
But the reality is, 95% of the population are out. Look, in our presentation, we talk about, has there never been a better time in history where we have access to information? No. Is that correct? Yep. Yeah. We have the greatest period of life where history says you now have access to knowledge on nutrition, knowledge on physical exercise. Then why is Steve Morley and Dave Ives still fat? Right? It's not knowledge, is it? It's applied knowledge. This is what Zinzino's about. I know about the rainbows, I can sing it. But do I eat it? No. Do I know that Coca-Cola... I mean, there was a period of time when people talked about Coca-Cola. If you take Coca-Cola and put it down your toilet, it will descale your toilet. Daddy, can I have a Coke? Yes, sweetheart. Hold on, I've just been told it descales toilets. Yeah. Knowing what to do and doing it are two different things. And that's why the British market, I'm talking about Britain, it's a sleeping giant. The masses in Britain, it's a coma of complacency. They're not congruent. Guess what they need? They need someone who wants to stand boldly. That's a great question. You're my doctor. You know what? I'm not a doctor. Great question. If that question is important to you, if I could get someone to answer that question for you, would you give them an audience of your time? Great. Let me arrange a call with the doctor. I can go to any medical board and hold my own, not knowing a thing about medicine. Can you? Yeah. Did Zinzino teach me that? No. Reading a book of the month. Listening to audios. Getting around Steve Morley. Getting around Jose. Getting around other people. When I sat there, I didn't try to tell them what I knew. I took notes about what I was listening from them. When my upline was in the room, I shut up. Even if I thought he was stupid. Why? He was making more money a month than I was. He must have been doing something. Yes? So when Barry was speaking to Kenny, I was standing on Barry's after. Oh, good answer. Because people ask questions based out of two emotions. Fear or excitement. Well, I need to be convinced. No, you're saying you're scared of your stature in the community. Yes? Posture. You learn posture. And when you're passionate about something, there's no intellectual conversation I can have with anyone. Because you know what? Once you get to an intellectual conversation, you're debating. Once you debate, you've lost. Let me ask you a question. Would you love to help thousands of children like this? Yes. Can you do it doing what you're doing right now? Forget Cynthia. Can you do it doing what you're doing right now?
I'm doing it.
Okay, can you do it even faster if you aligned yourself? Well, she's saying she can. How many most people, you know that they say, I'd like to help the homeless like my sister did last week in Brighton. I'd like to help. That means you're not going to do nothing about it. True? So, and some role playing. You're not doing anything about it, right? Role playing. Hey, would you like to help these amount of children?
Yes.
Can you do it doing what you're doing? No. Hey, look, if there was a vehicle that you and I could work together and to touch lives, would you sit down with me with somebody who's more educated than me to show you how we can do it together? Absolutely. Who mentioned frickin' omega-3? Oh, she's already doing it. She's already doing it. Hey, how can we do it faster together? If I could show you, introduce you to a medical organisation like Paul Clayton and his team who are helping me to do what you want to do, would you be open to having a conversation? How many of you are doing 3 ways? Or are you trying to do it on your own? And crashing and burning? You think you're doing it, but guess what? You may get someone in, but they were never brought in on a 3-way. Guess what? You try and teach them to do a 3-way, they don't want to know because they didn't get brought in that way. Back to Sue's duplication. So, thank you for eating up all my time. So, so here's, I'm going to close this out. I want you to understand the importance, you don't have to, remember we're all free enterprise individuals, self-employed, we get paid for what we do. This is what Barry said to me, you know what I love about free enterprise? If you get in and do nothing, guess what you make? If you do something, guess how much you make? But if you do a lot, how much can you make?
A lot.
A lot. But sometimes you have to be willing to make nothing for a while until you get to making a lot. So we build 2 teams. Yes or yes?
Yep.
Yes.
Now, here's the importance of the ECB. Here's you. You're working with A and B. and you are 200% ECB qualified, whether you bought your product or you went and got 10 action points. That means what? You're now going to be paid if you bring someone in on the ultimate pack in January, instead of that being worth 150 credits, it's now worth 450. So here's A, they're not 200% ECB, but guess what? I challenge every one of us, by the end of this month, put 2 new personals in. Well, Dave, I've been in 4 months, I haven't put 2 personals in. Then you're letting your past dictate your future.
What's a personal?
Someone who joins your business. A partner, sorry, partner. So partner. So guess what? You go out and put a partner in. You put this partner under here, right? Because you're only building 2 teams. There's a lot of people that are in the team or in the business that I say they understand the comp plan and they wonder how, where does the volume come from? Because once you've gone one left, one right, you're unlimited. You can sponsor as many personals as you like, but they have to be placed in depth. So if we're playing team, you put someone underneath here, you are ECB qualified. So 450 credits is allocated and it comes back up through A. But if A is not ECB qualified, they only get 150 because they're not ECB qualified. So all of a sudden, if I'm out there doing the work, I'm just going to use a name, I'm just using a name, right? I'm Thomas. I'm out there, I'm picking up the telephone. Hey, Kenny, Harry, it's Dave. How's Lisa and the kids? Great. Hey, look, I don't know what's going on in your life right now, but I've come across a wellness product that I'd love to run by you. I mean, you find out what flows off your tongue. I'm going to put Kenny underneath Thomas. What has Thomas done? Nothing. Hey, Thomas, let's help you get ECB qualified because I've got 2 or 3 people I'm working on right now. If you're ECB qualified, you're going to triple the volume. Oh, explain what ECB is. So I'm down here, driving depth. Guess what? Now, I help Thomas put 1 person in. What's he going to do? Had a red one somewhere. Something touching my leg. So, Thomas, I'm going to help Thomas sponsor his first person. What's he going to do? Thomas's first person has to go in underneath the person I'm bringing in, if they're in. So even though Thomas, and this is a lot of confusion sometimes with people, but they're my personal, but they're not showing on my front line. No, because somebody's already put someone on your front line. Are they? No, don't, just be thankful. Be thankful until you understand how to drive depth. That's why I'm in Bristol this weekend. Why Sue was in Bristol with someone was probably 10 to 15 levels in depth from her. Why? While everyone was on the team sleeping, that volume can move up through the leg. Now, what if we all understood that? Okay, right, this month, I'm going to put 1 person left and 1 person right. Why? Because it's going to help all that team, and it's going to help all that team. Oh, that helps me. Rather than going, how do I hit? Drive depth to the bottom. Why? So this leg's growing. Now, if you're ECB qualified, and let's say, another scenario, stay with me and we'll finish in 5 minutes. Say this leg's your team leg. You really haven't been building your lesser leg, but let's say in this leg you've got 2,000 banked credits. And December, you go and buy your kits, or you get 10 action points, so you're ECB qualified for January. In January, you start January with 2,000 banked credits, but you go and put 1 new person yourself into your lesser leg, that's 450 credits. How many credits short of gold are you? 50. 50. What? Am I? Most people don't know what it takes to hit the next rank. So if you don't know what it takes to hit the next rank, how can you have daily specific activity if you don't know what you're doing, other than being busy? And do you understand that being busy doesn't mean you're productive? Does this make sense?
Yep.
Yes.
So guess what? The next 2 weeks is important for you to springboard January 2020. Well, I don't have time, Dave. Takes 2 minutes. Hey Dave, how are you? How's Jax? Yeah, good. Hey mate, I know it's been 6 months since we last spoke, but what are you doing Tuesday night? Why? Oh, I'm working on a project in the wellness industry. I don't know if you're open. Right now I'm looking for some customers that health's important to them. Oh, depends what it is. I thought you'd say that. With your permission, can I send you a 2-minute video on this oil? And if you like what you hear, join me on Tuesday night at 8 o'clock, where one of my partners will be explaining the 5-star product line. Dave, I don't have time. You just did it. This is why we don't have time. 7 o'clock. I ain't got time for this. Phone. What if they say this? No, but if they say that and they do... Right, I'm ready. What? Sorry? Yeah, I'll do the dishes in a minute, sweetheart. Yeah, I know I'm growing some. How heavy has a mobile phone become in network marketing?
10-ton phone.
Why? Hey Francoise, how are you? Good, actually. Got a barbecue Saturday. Are you free? No problem. You'd do it for that, wouldn't you? Yeah. Hey Francoise, how are you? Let me ask you a quick question. Is health important to you? Yeah, it depends what it is. Great, I thought you'd ask me that. You've got to get to a point where, like Steve said, you believe in what you're bringing to the table. Is everyone going to do it? No. But I'm bringing a rainbow to people's lives. I believe that. Don't ask me to break down. Don't ask me to cut. Don't ask me to sing it. I just know that I want to be a ray of sunshine in people's lives. So, guess what? Now this person gets started. What are we going to do? And I love what they said. When we do officially launch in the United Kingdom, our model will change slightly, because you cannot buy an ultimate pack, because we have a £200 rule. Right? So when we must be illegal now. No, we operate under the European guidelines. When you buy something on Amazon from another country, is that illegal?
No.
Isn't it funny? We had 2 people at party on, it's illegal. They told the guy, it's illegal. They're not even registered here. I'm not buying from a registered UK company yet. I'm buying from a European company. So guess what? I laugh with a smile. Barry Joy said you can say anything with a smile. You know, Mukesh, that's a stupid question. I'm being posture. Okay? So, 450. Now what are you going to do? Let's imagine this. Let's fast forward to that we are registered in the United Kingdom. Just got started. What are you going to do? You're going to help them get their 4 customers in their first 7 days. You're going to sign them up with their auto order, but 7 days later, they're going to be able to buy their pack, and then you're going to help them straight away to start building their A and B. A and B come in. Guess what? They do their 4 customers. 7 days later, they get their ultimate pack. If it was an ECB bonus program, that's 450 credits. 450 credits. That is in 7 days. That's 900 new credits. I'm talking about, just think about it. What is executive? It's 1,000 in one leg. And what's it in the other leg?
2,000.
If you had 2,000 already banked from team volume, it's 2 people who you bring in an ultimate on a 200% ECB, but you're 100 credits short of going executive. Is that a lot of people to qualify you for a €500 bonus and a 200 phone bonus? But that may take you 10 calls, may take you 20 calls, depending on one's skill set. How do you improve your skill set? Repetition. That's why I've always believed in becoming a go-getter in this industry. Showing this at least 15 times a month. Why? A year from now, your 15 times a month is going to be better than 15 times a month this year. Why? Hopefully you got better. Does this all make sense?
Yep.
You don't need a lot of people, but if you're driving depth through a team, working together, then this volume is going to grow and grow and grow. And anytime a company announces a 200% ECB bonus, figure out, shoot, how many people do I need to put in my lesser leg next month to hit gold, to hit executive, to hit diamond? There's people in this room who can go diamond in January with banked volume. So that's what I wanted to share with you is make sure when the company rolls out a program or a promotion or a campaign of any shape or form that you don't just take it for face value. Understand the magnitude of it. How many of you would like to be executive in January? Okay? And if you can be executive in December, some of you are close, January the 3rd, 4th, something around there, the corporations kick off with an executive live stream event. Is that right, Jose?
That's right.
What date is that?
The beginning of January.
Okay.
I don't know exactly the date.
3rd January. 3rd.
Okay. So, I'm done. I just wanted to just get you thinking a little bit about in Zinzino. It doesn't matter what MLM company you're in. It's about, don't let the month go just being busy. Be specific. When you start being specific, then you can actually start developing lifestyle. Because, back to what Sue taught, is if you are not specific and teaching the simple, duplicatable process, you may make money in Zinzino, but you'll always have a job. Why? Because everyone's coming to you all the time. But if you teach them where to go, well, great job, Sue. If you teach them how to do it, and then go with them a few times to see how they're doing it, and then critique it, not criticize, critique, then let them go on their own. Let them go and fall and come back. Because there's only one you. Right? There's only one you. But are you the best you right now? Probably not. In this. But good thing is, we've got about a 3-month window of grace that we can get practicing before we officially launch. So I believe in what we got here, 50 people. And I'm just going to use Liz and Ruth because they're down in the West Country, for example. What in the next 3 months, Liz and Ruth do not have to come to Heathrow anymore. Right? If I do that, let's go and put 50 people down in Cornwall. What if Scott and the troops don't need to come up from Bournemouth? What if in the next 3 to 6 months, we have 50 meetings like this around the UK with 50 people in? That's 2,500 people once a month on a Saturday being educated. But who's going to create those 50 meetings?
We are.
Us! You can't be looking left, looking right. When's my upline coming? When are they going to come and do it for me? You have to go do it. But don't we have a great leadership in Orion and Hilda with a great vision? Do you not believe in some of the corporate people you've seen today that we got support? So do you believe Orion and the founder, and they're bringing something to the table? Do you think the corporate are bringing something to the table?
Yeah.
Question, what are you bringing to the table? What are you bringing to the table? Let me tell you what you should bring to your table. Your dream. You should bring your dream and your passion of why you're doing it. Because when you bring your dream and passion to the table, you won't get too detail-itis. You'll go, right, how do I contact and invite? How do I show the plan? And how do I follow up? And how do I put people into a system? They're the 3 things you must get good at. Contacting, showing the plan, and following up. Right? How many of you could do what I just did? Hey Liz, this is Dave. How's that Angus? How's that arm of his? Yeah, great. Hey look, quick question. Is health important to you? Yeah, well someone asked me the other day, I've been exposed to a wellness company. Looks like it's got some legs in it. Hey, with your permission, could I send you a 2-minute video over? What's it all about? 2-minute video, I'll explain it. Can you do that? In your personality. Ring up. Hey Liz, 2-minute video I sent you last night. What did you like best? Haven't watched it. Okay, can you watch it now? It's 2 minutes long. Some of you think you're intruding. Do you believe what you're bringing to the table will impact their health?
Yes.
You're not intruding. I've always been told, keep going until they tell you no.
And
did it keep on going even though they were finally yes?
Finally, yes. Marco asked me for 3 years and I kept on saying no. And then I said yes. So, we're going to go to dinner. So, January the 11th, we're going to be here, February the 8th. And then we put 300-400 people in a room. We'll have Orion in person here. Are you going to help me do that?
Yep.
There's various teams here. Let's do it together. Okay, let's do it together.
One quick question. You said about the Ultimate Body Kit's not going to be here. When does that start?
Say again.
The Ultimate Body Kit, when it's UK, we can't do. When does that start?
Whenever we announce the UK launch. Once we become a registered company, and we're not here yet, we're all in pre-launch, so nothing changes. I was just giving you an example. Once we launch, then we'll be a registered UK company, so then we're compliant to the UK DSA legislation. We'll have plenty of time to run people by it.
The UK campaign, is it finishing now end of this month?
Which campaign, sorry?
The Ultimate Body Kit.
No.
25.
Oh no, that will always be ongoing.
Is it?
Yeah, that's nothing. That's not part of this campaign. The campaign right now is the blood tests and the 10 action points. Okay. So appreciate you being here today. For those who are eating, we said we'll be down at 5:30. So for those who are helping me dismantle the room, I appreciate your help. Thank you to Jose Villa. Let's hear from Steve Morley. I'm excited about working with him again. Of course, Jose, Orion. If you're connected with Orion on Facebook in any shape or form, drop him a note. Let him know how much you may have inspired you. For those who are on Facebook, go to Paul Clayton's Facebook page, say hi to him there, and let's make sure we have a great festive season, finish December strong, and let's kick off to 2020 PCB qualified. Okay, good night everybody, thank you.